All right, first question, I just wanted to ask you guys if you knew exactly what today's or tonight's event is about.
I just found out.
I know you have FNX, right?
No.
So, what do you think of just the whole festival?
I think it's a neat idea to have all these bands together.
Are there any bands you guys are really looking forward to seeing tonight?
No.
It's great to see all the friends that we've made and that we haven't seen for the last 3 days.
You guys know Bolt Revolta. How do you guys get to know that?
We actually opened up for them on their first record with RCA at a place called Avalon, Chicago. And we got to be great friends.
I mean, a lot of the bands I've asked already have said that they really like you guys. They're big fans. You know, what do you think of that?
Oh, that's great.
That's a lie. It's a lie.
Not anything to do with
No, it's kind of strange, but the more you hang out with bands, other bands who have records, the less insecure those bands seem to be. Like on a local level, it was always dealing with all these weird insecurities because bands are always trying to establish their identities. But when you meet other bands that have records out, it's kind of, you get past that and you get to make friends because you're in similar situations.
Are there any bands that you guys want to see tonight? If you get a chance to just hang out and see any other bands play or
Probably see Nirvana.
Volta.
Nirvana and Bolt Revolta.
I kind of want to see Chapter House. I've never seen them before. So
Good friends of ours. We met them in Rotterdam and we got to be pretty good friends. Only because they could drink as much as we do.
what do you guys like when you're out touring? Do you tend to just go back to the hotel room and go to sleep, or do you go out and go drink? Are you blind?
You need to ask him that question.
I'd have to say only on even-numbered Fridays during a full moon or lunar eclipse.
We're inhalers.
So what do you guys think of this event, like the little party that's starting out on there? And
I'm having a good time. I'm really surprised.
I don't like schmooze fests.
We're kind of disappointed that Billy Squire isn't here because there's a rumor he's going to be here at any point. The
Food is horrible.
It's interesting.
You aren't responsible for the food, are you? You're not responsible for the food, are you? Okay, I don't want to. Why is...
You should wait till she gets the mic.
We thought the drinks were going to be free, and when we got here, we had to pay for them.
A Billy Squire wouldn't put up with this.
have you guys met any other bands yet besides the
Yes.
Yeah, we've met Nirvana and Bolt Revolta and Chapter House, but none of the other bands.
I just met Pop's Cool Love.
I just wanted to ask you guys about the videos. Are you going to make any more videos?
We just did make another video. It's another exercise in image twisting.
No comment.
I concur.
I just hope that it gets played, because we spent a real lot of money on it.
No, that's totally untrue. No, it's just we try to make. I mean, we've only made 2 videos, but we try to make our videos like not have anything to do with the song.
Well, something I thought was kind of interesting in your last interview, you guys said that your first video was made so it could fit to any song. I thought that was kind of interesting.
That's kind of how this one is too. It's kind of like their videos made so that if you put any kind of music to them, it would still kind of fit.
I think this one is like the opposite, though. It doesn't fit to any song.
What did you do? Was it performance or was it like?
It's actually footage the band shot, live footage from a gig in London, and some like setup type stuff.
Do you guys have any special plans for tonight?
We're gonna attempt to play.
Are you going to have any other bands come up and play with you or anything like that?
No.
No, we might have an Iron Lung on stage, though. That's possible.
We hadn't considered that.
Can you just describe what your show's going to be like tonight since
Actually, I think we fare better with shorter sets because it's a little more kind of fist in the head. It will be a fist in the head set.
It'd be loud and raucous.
What did he say?
That it will be.
From tonight, tonight's show.
What kind of show is it going to be?
No, but what did you say?
Loud and raucous.
What's raucous? You
It'll
mean
be-
ruckus?
It'll be jovial, very jovial.
Hopefully it won't be pathetic.
What do you guys think of the whole Boston music scene? Do you guys know anything about it?
Actually, I think most of the bands that come out of Boston aren't very good. I think time has kind of proven that the hype on Boston wasn't very.
It wasn't just hype. It wasn't just hype. We like bands from Boston, like
You guys
not
played
just
before
hype.
in Boston?
Yeah.
Two times. We played here 2 times in Boston.
What do the audiences think?
Great. I just think the bands here are kind of the bands that most people know, save for La Volta, are kind of straight ahead. You know, I think I mean, let's face it, Dinosaur was the real export from Massachusetts, and there hasn't been much since.
What do you guys think?
Pixies, I don't think ever really were like attached to Boston per se. I mean, they gathered when they were at school here, but they weren't Boston bred.
What is that other band? The Darling Buds? Is that?
No, they're from England.
No, not the Darling Buds. With that.
Does it really matter?
I'm not gonna say anymore.
What do you guys think of just like the parties and things that go with this, like just having a radio station birthday party? Do you think it's a cool thing? Do you know anything about FNX at all? What kind of music?
We're somewhat familiar with the bigger, like quote unquote commercial alternative stations. I mean, you have to be there. They have a lot to do with records.
Have these guys helped you out at all?
I can't say directly whether one station has helped us out or not. Unfortunately, it's like anything else. Stations watch what other stations do. So if FNX pulls a lot of weight, then who knows who else will play you because a big station is playing you. I try not to think about it too much. I mean, if your records aren't good, they're not going to get played anyway. So, you know what I mean? You can get really bogged down in the technicalities of why records are getting played. And let's face it, most of the stuff you hear on commercial alternative radio is crap. Just because it's alternative music doesn't mean it's good. So.
So what's up next for you guys? Just continue on the tour?
Not getting played on the radio is up next.
We're supposed to go on tour with the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and then we're gonna go back to Europe and tour, maybe go to Japan, and then write another album.
So that's going to be a pretty big tour with the Chili Peppers.
Yeah, this is only the midpoint of our touring. The Chili Peppers will be like 2 months in America, I think.
Have you met them yet?
No.
I've actually met Anthony once. I think he thought I was Charlie Sexton.
What do you guys think of them?
I swear to God.
What do you think of Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Oh, I think they're a great band. I mean, I think it's a totally great opportunity.
Groovy band.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I like them. I mean, I think they're a great band too. I've seen them ever since their start. So, they're definitely
Back in
a
89,
rock
when they first
staple.
What do you guys think, this is just for the year in rock, what the biggest event in rock this last year has been, good or bad?
The biggest event?
The biggest
I would say Lollapalooza. Oh yes, definitely.
Why?
Who would have ever have foreseen something like that coming together? I mean, all of those bands that are so, I don't know, underground, coming into the mainstream, just, and everyone was focusing on that. I thought it was great. I mean, bands like that are part of the reason why bands like us and some of the other bands that are playing tonight have gotten any kind of chance whatsoever to go anywhere. It's great. It's a great thing.
I would say Lollapalooza because it's finally showing that alternative music can pull its own weight in the marketplace. And the failure of a lot of so-called big tours, shows that, the true support lies in real music and not mass-produced, McDonald's music.
You know how, I don't know if you guys are familiar with lately how there have been auctions of band members' picks, guitars, and things like that. Have any of your fans asked you for anything? So what's the strangest thing they've asked you for? Towels or picks or anything stranger than that?
Nothing that out of the ordinary. Picks and autographs on the stupidest things.
People always want my lyrics. I get all these letters asking for lyrics because they can't understand the words.
Why do you think they just can't understand the words of the song?
Yeah.
So do you ever send them lyrics or
No.
try and figure it out?
I mean, I kind of take the Michael Stipe view on it, which is just that even if they hear a word wrong, maybe that'll give them some kind of thought, I mean, there were always things I thought Michael Stipe was singing that he probably wasn't even, but he created something that was unique, And maybe the fact that people can't hear my lyrics creates like 10 different lyrics for 10 different people.
I just want you guys to do a couple IDs. I'll let you hold the mic for this.
You want us to say what?
We're Smashing Pumpkins, and this is the week in rock. Okay? Just look at the camera when you do it.
Oh, great.
You want to go first?
Each band member
No,
says.
just one person. Just one person.
Hi, we're the Smashing Pumpkins, and this is the Week in Rock.
Another one, this one's for 120 minutes.
120 minutes? Howdy, you're watching 120 minutes, and we're the Smashing Pumpkins. No, that's wrong, right? It should be the other way around. Why don't you say, hi, we're the Smashing Pumpkins, and I'll say 100, and you're watching 120 minutes.
Hi, we're the Smashing Pumpkins.
And you're watching 120 minutes with Dave Kendall.
Jeff.
And one more. This is MTV Asia.
MTV what?
Asia, that should be James.
Asia?
James.
Yes.
Oh.
Hi, we're the Smashing Pumpkins, and this is MTV Asia. You can't do it.